this. And there we go. We are recording. So yeah, again, welcome to the vCard Global Workshop. This is our vCard editor launch celebration where we are going to walk you through all the features today of the brand new editor. And I'm also going to show you some things that are upcoming. As with any new release, there are going to be a few little things that I'm going to have to walk you through. We had to migrate, we had to move all of your cards into the new system. So I'm going to go through in detail the editor today so you really understand what's there. You'll be able to, you know, after this call, you should be able to get into the editor. I will say this, we are still making some changes and some enhancements on it today. I believe that there are some enhancements that are happening even right now as we speak, though I've asked them not to do anything for the next hour while we're talking. So let's jump on over to the editor. And let's get into it. And here we go. I always have trouble getting out of this. There we go, out of there. All right, so I'm going to take you into the editor. Now, this is what's called the editor dashboard, okay? I use this for all of my workshops, and it's where I store all of my demo cards that I work on. This is where I do my testing too. But I want to show you, this is your dashboard. So you're going to log into the vCard editor the same way you logged into the vCard builder. You're going to log into vCard Global, and then you're going to click on the button on the right-hand side that's red and yellow that gets you into that. Okay, so and then you're going to land here. This is the dashboard, and you're going to see your cards here. If you have 1, 2, 3 cards, how many cards you have, you're going to see them listed here. You're going to see blue buttons underneath it, one that takes you to the editor and one that takes you to the wizard. If you have a new card that you can create, you're going to see this button here on how to create a new card. You'll be able to click on this. It will walk you through the wizard and create your card. You'll see also your packages here. And let's see here. You're also going to see here your SMS balance and your short codes. Now, these both are not live, but the short code is just a few days away, and we will have that shortly. But you will see here that we have a place for that. And just so you understand what a short code is, it's an easy way for you to allow people to send out your card to people. So for example, if you were at a conference and you were talking to a bunch of folks, you could say text my vCard name, okay, so Cherie Collins, to number 5678, whatever it is, right? It's like a 5-digit number. And then anyone who did that would receive back a link to my vCard. So it's a quick way to get your vCard out to lots of people. And we'll have more coming up on that in the next week or so. So let's get started. I'm going to take you into the editor itself and show you some of the things that are here. So I'm going to go into a card I've been working on. Is something I've been working on. I've been working on lots and lots of videos for you guys. So you have lots of detailed instruction on how to use the editor. And all of that, just so you know, can be found right here in this link called tutorials. This is our support section. I'm going to open that up now. So in here, we have the back office FAQs, but this is the FAQs that you're going to be interested in on editing my vCard. And I've got lots of videos in here. These are also on YouTube. So there's all of the information that we're talking about today is in here, if not more, okay? And you just need to come in here, and if you click on like, how do I edit my contact information, it's going to bring up a video here, which will give you detailed instruction on how to do that. So let's go back to the editor. And from the editor itself here, this is the editor homepage, and you can see the editor has been divided into 3 pages. You have your editor home, you have your design page, we have the page editor, your media library, your save and publish. Really simple, clean, easy to use. And we have the take a tour, but that is something that I'm still working on to make it polish that. So that's actually, I think, disabled, so it won't give you much information, but we will have that. That's something that will come this week. I'll have that cleaned up and polished for you. If you need to change your vCard name for any reason, this is now, it's really easy. It's right here. You can click on that. So this is for someone who has changed their name or for some reason needs to change their vCard name. You can just click on this change button and that will open up and it will change your name. So if you want to go from Charlie Strong to another name, you can do so. And also the vCard title here is also something that you can change. And people always ask, well, what is the vCard title, Sharif? Well, I'll show you what that is. So let's go and view the card. The vCard title is what shows up on the tab. I don't know if you can see that at the top here, but that's the tab. People always says, where did that name come from on the tab? That's the vCard title. It's also used when you text your card out to folks, and it's also used when you post it on Facebook. So that is what the vCard title is from. So you want to make sure that that is updated with your correct information. You can now add Google Analytics through this button here, and then this is where you're going to add and manage your footer. Let me show you that. So let's go down here. And we've got a few things here I'll show you first. So if you want your footer links on, they will be checked, okay? If you don't want footer links to show, you can uncheck them. Check them or uncheck them. Really easy, and you can see that right here that that's removing that. If for some reason you've got a card and you don't want to promote vCard for some reason, I don't know why that would be, but I know there are cases once in a while where that makes sense. So if you want to remove that orange button, just click the hide the vCard button and that will make it disappear. The other thing that you can do is you can edit the text that goes into your footer, and we have this add edit text button here, and you can edit your text here and you can change that. Now, it doesn't, I know some people have some photographs in their editor, in their footer. You can't add a photograph at this time, but if you did have a photograph, it is still there, and that's something that we'll have to work on and talk to you guys about whether or not we can add photos into our footer in the future. The footer is on every page of your vCard. So we will look at that. Now, let's talk about the mobile app, folks. The vCard mobile app, as you know here, we've got our security code. You need your security code in order to get into the vCard mobile app. And if you are right now on an iPhone, we are still waiting for Apple to release the new version of the app. And I'm waiting here. It should come out in the next day or so. They take a little bit longer than Google does. Google's very fast, and the Google app is out there. So if you are an Android user, one thing that I've been hearing from the field is you will need to most likely delete the app on your card and reinstall it. It may work for you just off the bat, but the version I believe is 2.6 is the right version for the Google Android, and so if you have any issues with the Google Android, it's still giving you maintenance messages or whatever, just delete that, reinstall it. We do have the latest version here. And then all of those contacts that are in your phone when you're sharing your cards with other folks and you're receiving those cards, you can always download them here from View My vCard App Contacts. So that is where all of those contacts are stored in vCard. If you want to download like a CSV or Excel file, you can grab that right here. And let's see here. Just there we go. All right. And then also on this page, we have a few other things. We have a really convenient way for you to update your picture, and you can update your logo here. And so that will update your profile photo wherever that is on your card. You know, right here, that would be updated here. And like I said, you can update your logo here as well. And then this is new, and this is exciting. This is where you can view your contact form leads. So you can add multiple contact forms. It's really, we're turning vCard into a strong lead generation tool for you. I mean, it really can start to create your funnels for you. And you just create your contact forms on the card, and then you can come back in here. I don't think I have any in here yet. Let's go see. Not yet, but we're gonna add some. I'll show you how to add those. And then once you click on that, if you want to go back, there's a blue back button right over here. Takes you back to the editor home. So here is where you're going to manage your contact forms, and this is, you'll also be able to download all of this information. So when people fill out your contact form, it's going to be emailed to you, and you can choose what emails it goes to. But also you can add different contact forms, and then you can download that data through this tool here. And then the QR code system is very similar to what you're used to. And you've got your ability to add multiple campaigns here. And as you can see here, you can look at your QR code, see how many scans you have of the QR code. Everybody has a QR code on their, same QR code that you had before. This point, and you can download that QR code if you want to print it to something. These are vector files, so you just save that image to your computer, give it to your printer, and if they want to add it to something, I know we have some folks who add it to their menus in the restaurant, so that's something that you can do. You can add it to your real estate signs. You can add it to whatever it is that you are printing and putting out there. If you want to add your QR code, this is where you get it, and that's how you download it. So there, we just walked through. You can see here, I've got my card, and I love this too. It tells me whether my card's been published recently or not. So I have this button here that says, it's unpublished. So any changes I've made recently haven't been published. It's nice. It gives me that warning. And you just need to click over here to publish. Let's walk through the next tab. Here we have design and color. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you something. We have been working on these design and colors. All of the designs and colors that were in the original editor, okay, that you're used to using. Most of those are there, but some of them are still being added. They're working on them today. There's a few changes here that aren't 100%, but we're getting close to it. This is something that all of you, every single one of you, is going to need to do when you get into vCard. You're all going to have this design that I'm showing you here. So you will need to repick your design. This is an easy thing to do, and it's kind of fun, actually. So you can just click on the design that you want, and you can try the different colors out until you find the one that you want. And we will have, we've got some new ones here with some different types of buttons as well. So they're a little bit bigger. We've got the classic design here with the smaller buttons, and we've got some great color choices. But like I said, not all of the designs are up here. So those of you who have like the bold design with the purple background or some of the blue backgrounds, they are being added. And also this design isn't exactly how we wanted it, so it's going to be updated today as well. So this is one of those things that we have just been working around the clock, and we decided just to launch the editor anyway. We know you are waiting for it. We didn't want your vCards to be down anymore, and it's such an easy tool. You can easily, you just click on the colors that you want. Let's click this color, that looks good, and that's it. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to press save. It's done. So some other tools that we're adding will be the ability here to customize every part of your vCard. You will be able to change these button colors, the background here. You'll be able to add a background image if you want, and that is forthcoming. That is forthcoming in just this week alone. In the next week, we will have that up for you, because we know that's very important for you to be able to fully customize your card. And we did have it running. I know some of you, I've showed you that in our tools, but we decided to hide it just because the styles, when we were going through it, we've had to make a number of adjustments here in the past few days to really sharpen what we're doing. And some of those things weren't working as well as we'd like. So what we want to present to you is professional. So just give us a few more days and you will have that customization tool. So this is the design and color tab, and then I'm going to take you on into the page editor itself. The page editor is, this is really the heart of the system, and there's just so much that you can do here. And it's a more intuitive design. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Of course, we want your feedback. If you see anything that's, not as easy as it could be, always let us know. We always like to get your feedback so we can improve what we're doing here. As you can see here, you have on one side here, you have your pages, okay? In the middle here is where you edit everything. And then over here, you can see what it's going to look like on the live card. Okay, so it shows you exactly what it's going to look like on the live card. And this is actually a live card. I mean, you can jump around here from page to page here. You can go through them. You see how that moved over there? So you can jump around, go from page to page, and see exactly what's going to happen on that card. So I want to show you a few things about pages, just because, and I've got some great videos on this too. Just, this is so easy and so much fun. Now when you want to add a page, you just click on Add Page. Okay, and so we can add, let's just add a services page. And you press save. And there, you've added services. We've got these little up and down arrows. I know you guys are used to those types of things. You just click and drag and you put the services where you want it to be and you've added your services. And if you want to change a page name, so let's go to About Me. Let's say we want to change that name to just say About Charlie, okay? You just change that name. There, done, changed. Easy as that. If you want to add, let's say, a services page, this looks like a car repair site. So let's just say brake repair, okay? So if you wanted to add that as a services page that goes under services, let's add another one too so you get the idea. Let's do oil changes. Okay. So if we wanted to add brake repair and oil changes and we wanted to put those under services, we've got this little arrow here. It says change level. You click on that and you can say this is a subpage of services and you can save. And I can do the same thing here for oil changes. This is a subpage of services and I can save page. So I've added those two and you can see right away on your menu here that they've been added and they are also under the services. So that's just really nice and clean. Obviously we have the delete button and I'm going to show you guys, you can easily just come in here and you can delete a page, say yes, delete. But once you delete that page, it is gone. It is absolutely gone. The option, so you don't have to delete that page. If you've got a page that maybe has some content you don't want to lose, you also have this change visibility page. I love this. You just click on change visibility and it is now hidden. As you can see over here, you can't see it, it's gone. Well, no, hold on a second. Let me go back here. Under my services, there is no services, but if I take that back and I change the visibility, there it comes back again. So if you're working with content that is seasonal in nature, or you're just working on your site and you want to publish a bunch of other things, but you don't want to publish one page you're still working on, just hide it. Hide it. No one will see it. Publish it. It's gone. Really easy. That turns that on and off. We also have the ability to copy a page. So if you've got some great content or you like the way you've set up your page and you want to copy that page so all the other pages look similar to it, you use the copy feature function, okay? So let's say here, so if I come over here, let's see, I was looking for a page that has some content on it. Okay, here's a page with some content on it. So let's just copy my testimonials page. Oh, I tried to add external links. Let me try that again. There's the copy button. Click on the copy button, creates the page right here. So I can rename this something else if I want to. So I could call this water heaters. Looks like that's what it is. I can change the name. And there, I've made a copy here. And then I can change this information on this page if I want. So let's talk a little bit about the information on these pages. The pages themselves, you can reorganize these pages by dragging and dropping information up and down. You can move everything now. So you never used to be able to move your logo. Now you can move your logo. You can put all your information on these pages. You can even move your social media up and down, okay? And you add, if you want to edit the information on your pages, you've got these edit buttons. That's what the pencil means. It means to edit, okay? So you click on the edit. Let's just do this. This opens up our text editor. So simple text editor, very similar to the one that we had before. You can just edit your text here and manage that information. I'm going to cancel out of that. The other thing that you have is this ability to save a block. So the way that you will copy a block to another page is you're going to save that block to your media library. So I can say, I guess, water heater. And then I might submit this block. So now I've saved this block. And now if I go to another page, so let's say I go over here to services, I can add a block here. And I can go down to my media library of saved blocks. And I can click on that. And it brings up my water heater block. And I just click add. And now I've added that. So that's great if you've got some complicated blocks or some information that you want to put on multiple pages. You can use that save block feature and you can see that it is saved because it is green. You also have the ability to edit that block if you want to. It will save it into your media file or just adjust it for this page as well. Let's go through our list of blocks that we have and let's build out this services page. So we're going to go back to add new block. You have the ability to add a text block. Okay, we're all very familiar with that. I'll just open it up though. So this is the text block. Okay, we have the ability to add an image block as well. Oh, cancel that, sorry. So the image block is, I think this is a really nice interface. It's a little easier to use as well. And there we go. So you have a choice. You can choose an image from your media library, or you can upload an image. And I will just show you how easy it is to upload images now. And I'm going to mute everybody here. All right, so you just pick the image that you want to upload. Ooh, wow, we crashed. We crashed. That was because I was trying to do two things at once. And that sometimes happens, folks. That's just the internet for you. We can't change that. Looks like it's going to get me back in there again. My internet browser, sometimes when you're adding images, I don't know if you've noticed this, when you're uploading files, you will sometimes run into that issue that I just had. That's not anything wrong with this system. It's just sometimes the actual the browsers themselves can't handle that. Oh, it took me into a different card too, but we can work on this card. I like this card. So let's go in here, and I'm going to show you again how to add an image. So we'll go to About Me page. And we will click on the plus block here, and we'll click on Add Image. There we go. And we're going to try that one more time. And you just click on the image you want to add. You click Open, and there you go. Now, it does ask you to name the file, so you can give a name to it. And then you can add a link to this image. You have the ability to add an external link. So if you wanted to, I often use this for tell folks to put like a buy now button or something, and then link off to another page where they can purchase the product that they're trying to sell. But you can also link to an internal page too. So you could link to like the About Me page on here, and you can add a caption if you'd like, and then click Save. So, and then once those images are there, we've got this ability here to resize the image too. So that's really nice, that ability to move pictures up and down, and you'll be able to do that as well. That's something you're going to have fun with. You just drag and drop those corners, and you can resize your images. Let's go back in here. So we have the ability to add YouTube, just like we did on the last one. You just open this up and add your embed code. And I've got videos on how to add the different YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, and Wistia. So your contact information, let me show you about that. So this is how you add a contact info block to any page. Just open it up and click Add. And that will pull in all your information. If you edit this information on the contact info block here, it will update all of the information wherever this contact info block is. So that also updates the information that is showing on the vCard Global mobile app too. So whenever you make these changes, that's where that's going to be. And let's click Add. And so we've added our contact info block. If you want to edit the contact info block, you'll click on these edit buttons here. That's how you'll edit it again. So, and then we also have another block. It's called our name block. So let's click on that. I'll go down here to the bottom. So the name block you can put if you want it above your contact info block. There we go, name block, click on that. And this is how you would add your name block. We broke these into 2 blocks on purpose because we wanted to give you the ability to edit these and put these things in as however you want to do them. So, you know, normally I might put this at the top of my card here, and I can just drag and drop all the way up if I want to. And now I can put that above my buttons here if I want to, and then I can drag and drop my address information up here too. And I'm hoping what I'd like to do is give you the ability actually in the contact info to be able to drag and drop those fields around within the contact info block too. I think that would be really cool. So that's something we've been talking about. So I can add that here, and then if I want to, I could add this picture here. It's not necessarily my profile picture, but I could add my picture here, and you can see here I can start to build, you know, a nice looking block. Other things that we can add here, we have pre-formatted blocks. So let me show you these. These are something that you can go in and play with and see how they look on your card. The one thing I want to show you here are the buttons. So if you want to add additional buttons like a download and share button or things onto your card that aren't there on different pages, you now have that ability to. So I can click on the download share button. I can click add that, and then I can again, it's probably better to open up those buttons right where you want them. I can put that right there, download and share right under my contact info. And then all of this info you can see over here. You see how you can see it there? So that's how you preview it. Let's see here. So we looked at the pre-formatted blocks. Now the share buttons, these are something that I'm still working on formatting, but these buttons are really cool. So if you have content on your card and you want people to be able to share that to Facebook or to Twitter, this is a really powerful tool. You just add this. You would put this underneath an article or underneath a product you're selling, or maybe underneath a special. You would add your share buttons, and then when people view your card, they can just click on the share buttons and it will allow them to share your card to their Facebook page. So that's something you should know about. We're still making it look pretty as far as formatting goes, but that is something that will come out this week as well. So those are your share buttons, and then you have your social media link buttons. This is important, folks. I need to tell you something. So when we migrated all of those cards over, we found that a lot of folks, their share buttons, they ended up with a few extra links in their share buttons that don't belong to them, okay? You're gonna see some extra information in your social media, and you wanna come here and you wanna just remove those links. So if you see an extra Twitter that's not yours, just delete it, come over here and do the same with your LinkedIn. So you can just remove that information. You'll be able to edit that. You'll see it right away on your card. You'll be like, well, I don't think I have 6 different share buttons. I only had 2 before. Well, you just need to go into the editor, click on the social media. You can edit it right there. And then once you update it once, it's updated everywhere, okay? It's updated everywhere. So once you click on this edit button and you edit your social media and you remove those extra links, they will be gone. So that is one thing that I have been seeing on the cards, is that there are folks who have extra share information on the cards. And so please do go in and clean that up, remove those extra social media links, and just stick with the ones that are yours, okay? So that is one of the things that you have to do that we weren't able to bring over. You may also have some reformatting and some text, but the text for the most part that I've looked at has been looking pretty good. So if you do see issues with your text, you may need to go in and work on that. And again, the social media buttons and choosing your design are the 2 main things that I know that you need to do, as well as updating the app for your Android users. You're going to need that new app. Okay, so we've added the social media buttons. I've showed you that. Let's go back in here. Reach me online. Okay, so this is also, you guys are familiar with this. You may actually have some extra things in Reach Me Online, okay, as well. So it may bring in some things that are not familiar to you. I've added some things in here though. We've got Skype, we've got your WhatsApp, and we've got WeChat, but we've also added Zoom because we know a lot of people are starting to use Zoom. I've got Join.me in here as well. We've got Viber, we've got Voxer, we've got Google Talk, and we've got AIM. So if you see some things in here that do not belong to you as well, you will need to come in and delete those, okay? And then just go with what is yours and click Add. So there you go. So I've got my Reach Me Online here, and then let's add some additional information here. We've got the contact form. This is one of my favorite new features. Now, when you have your contact forms that you've already set up, they are in there, they are working fine. You don't need to do anything. But I do want to show you how you can edit that contact form or how to add a new contact form. So first of all, you want to name the form. So if you're doing lead generation, you can just name this form, let's just say my special form. So if you had some sort of special that you were running, you would put that there. You would put in your email address, and then you would check off the fields that you want people to fill out. And then this is a great new field. This is where you can put anything you want. You can ask a question if you want, or you can just simply put comments, okay? And then you click Add. And that adds your contact form there. If you want to add a title to that contact form, you will need to add a text block above it. So you could say here, please complete the following form. And then when you add your text, this is new. Under the formats here, you have some headings. This allows you to add like a title heading. You click on please complete the following form. That might be a little too big, but we can try it out and see what it looks like. Yeah. So we've got please complete the following form. You can go in and edit that. And again, if you want to see what this is actually going to look like, you can see it over here. Now these black boxes, guys, that are going around these designs, they're a little bit strange, and they are not supposed to be there. That is one of the things that will be going away here shortly. But yeah, those are a little strange. Let's just go back here. We can change our design here to something that I think won't have those black boxes. Nope, they are all having it. So that is something that's being updated as we speak to get removing those sort of borders around things. And I do apologize for that. They were not there yesterday, but we had to make some final changes yesterday to fix a few issues we had. And as we fixed those issues, we ended up with this new issue. So that is something that my team is working on. And I'm going to say this team, we have been working around the clock for you. We've had a team that's been up all night. I think for the past 2 weeks, we've been averaging 4 hours sleep, each one of us a night, if that, for some folks. So it's been a long week, but we're just excited that we're finally able to release this to you and get you guys on it, because there is so much power. But so I just added that contact form here on my card here, and I want to show you how fun this contact form is. Let's go up here. And we're going to publish. So you click on Save and Publish. And you can, yes, I need to publish. And then we can go over here. There's a green button to view your card. Click on that. And I can go over here. And let's see, I think I was on the About Me page. Yes, I was. And then here's my form. And let's fill this out. And then let's say here, we can add a comment and we can click submit. And it gives us this message, tells the user, hey, this has been successfully submitted. Great. So now we come back over here and let's see if it was that fast. So we come back over here on your editor homepage. If you remember from the very beginning, this is where the contact submission forms would go. So we can click on here, contact form leads, view all. And now I have the choice to select a form. This is where I was saying you can have multiple forms. So you can have real lead generation here. I can click on my special form that I created, and there you can see I have my information. Now, this will not show everybody's information. I mean, it will show everything, but it won't show all of the columns that you have, okay? So what you'll do is you can export this CSV file. And this just, you know, opens up a, I'll just open it up so you can see. It just opens up an Excel file. And as you can see here, I've got all of those fields here, and you've got that data. So that's useful for folks. In the future, you know, we're going to be integrating with additional CRM systems, so you can send those leads directly into your CRM system as well. But yeah, that's one of our new features that I just love. It's really helpful. Again, if you want to get back, you click over here at the back button. Now, one of the things I also want to show you is your media library. This is your media library where all of the images that you have. Now, what's great about the media library now is if you have multiple cards, okay, like I do on this, I have multiple cards, you can now share images between media libraries. There's one media library for your entire account. So you don't have to upload the same photos to different cards. You can just upload them once and they will be available on the other card. And if you want to get back to your other cards, folks, right up here, this dashboard, right up there. See the dashboard link at the top? That's how you get to your other cards. Okay, you need to click on the dashboard. Takes me right back into my cards here. And I think I lost my session there, guys, when I got logged out there. Remember when we had that flash, that issue? So I'm going to log out here. And I'm going to come back in. This is our secret place here. I'm going to log into my domain here real quick. Let's see if I can do that. And let's do this. Let's just log out, period. Okay, there we go. Log out. All right, folks. Well, listen, that has officially ended what I wanted to show you here. Let me see if I can get back in. I'm going to just pause the share for just a second there and get us back in. And here we go. Thanks again so much for joining us. And I see that we have so many chat comments out there. That's just wonderful. I can't wait to read them all. And here we go. All right. Just one second. Thanks for your patience here. I want to show you where that wizard is one more time because that's real important for you guys to know where that wizard is. Almost there. All right, guys. Well, listen, I am going to have to show you the wizard another time. I'm going to bring us back online here. And I'm going to talk about some of the things that are coming up here. I have a feeling, guys, that our guys are, even though I told them that we needed at least a half hour, I think they're a little confused on time. I think they're uploading the new version. Actually, I know they are. So let me go